Evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome to Satsang. It's lovely to be here with you. It's lovely to see you. I hope you're all doing well. Let us remember our teacher. I would never have said this when I was younger, when I first started seeking. Now I will happily say all blessings come from the Guru teacher. There's only one teacher. Has no name, no form. But we here call him Ramana or Bhagwan. You can call him what you like. So, in that spirit, would anybody like to read the invocatory verses to us? Karen, so happy you raised your hand. Welcome.
Thank you. Mm. O Sri Ramana, bestow your grace upon me so that I may in experience flawlessly attain the unequaled and unsurpassed essence of the practice of self-knowledge, the excellent path, who am I, which you have discovered to be the central and foremost among all the various paths. O Sri Ramana, the heart, who through your grace protects me at every moment by guiding me along the correct path. Rise from within and teach me the true import of your divine and unequaled teachings, so that I may know them in their undefiled, pristine purity. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om.
Thank you, Karen.
Mm.
It's so nice to hear your voice.
Mm.
And such a beautiful reading too. Thank you. So I'm just going to put you on mute, Karen, if that's okay. Thank you. Why do I say all blessings come from the Guru? Everything comes from the teacher. Isn't this rather patriarchal, deferential, giving your authority to another? Now, it is true, it can be those things. It's a fine line. It can be those things. This kind of teaching that All blessings come from the teacher. It can be a very dangerous teaching, of course. If we blindly give ourselves to a teacher, follow a teaching, follow a creed, follow a dogma, this can lead to difficulties, to put it mildly. This can lead to issues, lots and lots of different issues. Especially if we think that the teacher is a person outside of us, separate. Maybe a person outside of us that is better than us, that is more spiritual than us, more elevated than us. This is the wrong way to think of the guru, the teacher. In one way, the teacher is more elevated than us, is more special than us in some ways. But in other ways, in a maybe deeper way. See, superficially, the teacher will seem to know things that you don't know. But more deeply, which is what matters, teacher is within us. Guru is within us. Guru means teacher, of course. Teacher means guru. It's a strange thing, this teaching, because unlike other sciences, this science does not rely on objective experience. All other sciences rely on objective experience. This science, the inner science, the highest science, this does not depend on any experience, any objects. Experience here means objects. We cannot trust our experience to guide us. We cannot trust anything in the dream to guide us ultimately to the reality. Maybe the one exception is the teaching or the teacher. The teaching or the teacher is the part of the dream that directs us towards ourself. And as we go towards ourself, knowingly, lucidly, with consciousness, with love, with happiness, with longing. And then as we go towards ourselves, with these things in our hands, these gifts we bring, the gift of happiness and love and awareness, longing, desire for freedom. We bring these gifts in hand as we approach ourselves, which is the true Guru. As we approach our Guru within us, we come to discover ourselves as we truly are. Simultaneously, we discover our Guru for what he or she or it truly is. We discover ourselves as we truly are, and we discover our teacher as they truly are, which is one and the same. The one part of the dream, or the one part of Maya that helps take us out of Maya, that is called the teaching or the teacher. The outer guru, outer teacher, the apparent teacher, just directs us inwards and is also part of the illusion. Illusion of duality, of manyness. There is only one, without another, without a second thing. You are that. Tattvamasi. You are that. If you are lucky enough to find a genuine teacher, true teacher, there are lots of false teachers, false teachings out there. Now, if your desire is true, that doesn't matter. None of that matters. Even if you are attracted to a false teacher, false teaching, if your desire is true, if your heart is pure, you'll find your way through. There may be some bumps on the road. We will say, from a spiritual point of view, these were bumps that you had to traverse and travel through. They were there to help you, relatively speaking, we can say. But if you're lucky enough to find a true teacher, and I will happily share my view that Bhagavan Ramana is a true teacher. It's for you to decide if you agree or not. You submit yourself to him and his teachings. That is all you need to do. Everything else will flow from that. Everything else will flow. It might start off as a couple of drops of water dripping down from, I don't know, a watering can spout. A couple of drops, drop, 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 drop. Teaching will start to drop down, drip, drip, drop, drip, drip down. This is a metaphor for giving yourself and giving yourself to Bhagavan and engaging with the teachings. It's all you have to do. And then the rest of it starts to gush out. Starts off as drops of spirituality, drops of surrender, drops of love. And then it starts to build. Before you know it, it's a waterfall, gushing, overflowing, filling you up. It's crazy how this momentum of spiritual love and happiness, peace, how this momentum so quickly builds up and flows out. It doesn't build up, it flows out. Flows, flows, flows out. You just have to go along for the ride. But we're not talking about a journey within Maya. We're not talking about a journey within objects, within objective phenomena. We're talking about a journey towards the self, journey towards the center. Not a journey outside, but a journey inward, inside. This journey inside is called self-inquiry. The journey outside, we can call it worldly life or material life, materialism. And journey inward, we can call spirituality. One is going towards matter or objects, gross objects, subtle objects, matter, energy and matter. Both energy and matter are materialistic, non-spiritual. We go towards ourself, we go towards the spirit, the spiritual. Sounds dualistic to divide in this way, doesn't it? But when we go towards the spiritual, away from the material, we discover non-duality. We go towards the material, we discover separation, seeming separation. We discover what it is to feel like you're an individual person. We discover what it feels like to be happy one moment and upset the next. We discover what insecurity, physical insecurity, psychological insecurity, we discover what these things are. We learn about life or Maya. And when we go towards God, when we go towards Bhagavan in our hearts, this is the journey that unfolds before us. This is the journey to liberation. This is the journey to the center of the earth, the inward journey, the essential journey into our essence. The Upanishadic teaching, you are that, you are the divine being, means you should go inwardly, discover what you are. To discover the divine, you discover, all you have to do is go towards yourself. It's like, where is God? God is in you. That's where you have to look within, towards the I am, towards the subject. You are that. It's not a philosophical notion you're meant to believe. It's meant to be saying, here, X marks the spot on the treasure map. This is where you should dig to find the treasure. And then start digging, meaning go inwards. This can only be done in silence. Eventually, we have to go to silence. We have to let go of everything apart from I am. I am. I am. Or if you don't like the word I am, being. Being. Or if you don't like the word being, isness. Isness. It's the subjective sense of existing. But it's not the existence of objects. It is also the existence of objects, but to discover its true nature, you need to discover it as the subject. Then you discover nothing is outside of it. It is one with everything. One with everything. One with everything. Is anyone thinking of the joke about the non-dual monk who went to the pizza restaurant and said, make me one with everything? Was that just me thinking of that joke? You guys can use that one if you want. You don't have to acknowledge me. In fact, don't acknowledge me. Might turn people off coming here. That's the problem with being very chilled and relaxed. Sometimes when you say a joke, you know, not sure if it's sarcasm or joke or serious. Make me one with everything. We're one with everything. Always have been, always will be. And it's just the way it is. It will not be truly realized unless you go within. Unless you go within, it will just be on the intellectual level at best. It'll be a subtle belief system. Even if there is a level of genuine insight there, liberation will not be full or complete. Or actually, yes, let's say that for now. Until you go within. That's how you cut the knot of bondage. It's how you sever the ties to duality by going within, only by going within. Everything else will stay on the level of the mind. It will not be permanent liberation, full liberation. Only kind of liberation there is full liberation. A half liberation, a partial liberation is not really liberation at all. Although it may be better than what was there before.